we're gonna head over to Expedition Everest, potentially for our first time ever riding it in like the 700 times we've been here. So
pray for us.
Pray for us. Wish us luck.
Really scared.
And we'll let you know. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to day 4, our final day of this trip. We are spending it today at Animal Kingdom. Hard to tell, but there it is in the background. We have as much fun as we can pack into this shorter day as possible.
Yes. Animal Kingdom is a good place to go, like on a travel day, because it does close earlier than the other parks, so you don't have to feel as bad about leaving early. But yeah, so if it's your last day, not a bad place to come.
Yeah.
Our main goal today is to see Festival of the Lion King, because I need to cry my eyes out.
Yep.
And every time I think about seeing that show, I get choked up. So I can't wait. I'm really, really excited.
Right. Just like for the first time in forever in Hollywood Studios. It's the first time back with the...
So that's our main goal, but anything else we do is just icing on the cake.
Yeah, just gravy.
A great end to a great trip. Great birthday trip.
Oh, I think so too. Oh, we're going to try and have as much fun today as possible, so...
All right, well,
yeah, we'll see you in there.
First part of the day, what is it?
It is the Navi River Journey.
Navi River Journey, baby. We weren't here early enough to get it. Flight of passage early, so I don't know if we'll end up riding it today, but at least we get a little bit of Avatar, a taste of Pandora with Navi River Journey.
finished Navi River Journey.
It was great.
Fantastic. Of course, we always say it's just a river journey. So we go and
We always say that.
you meet the shaman.
Yes.
Wish the AWA tree was there, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
It was supposed to be a 20-minute wait. I think maybe we waited 15 or even 10 minutes. So that was good.
Sorry.
But yeah, it's always important to get here early. We didn't really get here early enough. Right. It wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, no, it was another one of those times when they opened up the whole queue, and so the 15-minute wait was just basically walking through the entire queue
Yeah.
to get there.
So now we're heading over to It's Tough to Be a Bug. So excited.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear the children screaming. Tons around are found inside the, what is this? Tough to be a bug. Tough to be a bug queue. Here's one, the glass menagerie. Barefoot in the Park, which is one of my actual favorite movies. Oh, sorry. Barefoot in the Bark. Website story. The stink bug named Desire. My Fair Ladybug, and Little Shop of Hoppers.
Okay, so we just finished It's Tough to Be a Bug.
Yep.
It was everything we dreamed and more.
Well, I would have liked more screaming from the children, but it's okay.
Children didn't actually
fine.
care this time.
No, but the funny part was, you know, the part when the bugs crawl under your butt, like at the end. We had this woman who was sitting next to us who I guess was her first time, and
Must
she like
have been.
literally jumped out of her seat. And
Yeah.
It was really funny.
She was so offended.
It was really
She
funny.
stared at the seat,
Yeah.
like, what the heck was that? But, so unfortunately we were sitting kind of far to the left, and the bug glasses don't really work too well if you're like off to the side when
Or
you're
like
doing 3D
really,
stuff.
or like really close to the front. Too.
Yeah, yeah.
I had to keep closing one eye.
And there was no
see.
real partitioning of the seats or anything, so
Oh,
it
yeah,
was just
that's
kind of
all
like
gone.
pick your seat and
Yeah.
decide if you want to sit right next to the person.
And they said like, oh, please keep 3 feet away from the party party.
Right.
Like, okay, times
Yeah.
are changing.
But besides that, all around, you know, I think it's one of our favorite attractions, right? We love the music at the end,
Yeah.
so it's always a good time. So we are done with that, and right now we are over by Nemo and tried to sneak in, can't get in. So we're gonna head over to Expedition Everest, potentially for our first time ever riding it in
Yep.
like the 700 times we've been here. So
Pray for us.
pray for us, wish us luck,
Really scared.
and we'll let you know how much of it we keep our eyes open for.
But I just want to get it over with.
Yeah.
I just want to say I've done it and just be done with it, and then
Yep.
you know.
We'll add it to the list: Rock and Roller Coaster, Tower Terror, Expedition Everest, one and done.
Yep.
So,
So,
see you in a bit.
bye.
Bye. Okay.
Okay.
We did it. We actually did it. Yeah.
We did it.
We're stunned. We're a bit shaky. Jelly legs for sure.
Yep.
Our throats are raw. At least mine is.
I was in such a state of shock that I was even on this attraction that I don't think I made a peep. I think I screamed once going down the big drop, but then I just was like, oh my God. Like in my head, just like
this isn't happening.
Freaking out the whole time.
Yeah. We had a few people who were funny. When we started the ride, some guy behind us said, everyone's gonna be okay. So like the whole train.
I guess like he was with a friend who had never done this before.
Yeah.
He was trying, and
like us.
the thing was that like I went up to the cast member before we even got on. I was like, is this as bad as I'm thinking it's going to be? And he's like, can you do Space Mountain and Big Thunder Mountain Railroad? I was like, yes. He's like, well, I think this is better than that. I was like, okay. But yeah, so as we were going, he's like, everyone's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. And we sat in the front.
Yeah, I asked to be in the front.
And we got to the very top, and that was the last thing I saw. I didn't open my eyes again for the rest of the attraction.
I looked over and saw you immediately clench. Just
and then
closed.
We went backwards, and once the backward part finished, the girl in the back was like, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I was like, yep,
right there.
I feel that.
Yeah.
And then, you go down the big drop. I don't know. I have my eyes closed. But then as soon as you do after the big drop and after the backwards portion, I feel like it's not so bad.
Yeah.
And then it's over.
Yeah. It's a couple of those, like, the whole ride has a lot of the, like, tight turns.
Yeah. So you kind of like get smushed
so you get smushed in your seat, maybe a little bit of vertigo, but, that's pretty much it. No loops, apparently. Even though my vertigo flipped at one point, I said that to Jenna. I was like, we went upside down. She said, no there's no upside down. But, also, when you're sitting in the front, what's different from, like, Big Thunder Mountain is, like, you expect at Big Thunder not caboose. What is it? Is it?
The train.
The front train part,
engine.
Whatever that is, the engine, truck, whatever. But here on this ride, it's low. It's, like, at your knee level. Where the actual bar is, so like you really just see straight out in front of you. But the same thing for most of the other rides. Anything that was like a drop or whatever, we would be slow on the beginning of the drop, and then we'd ease into it. So it's still a lot better in the front, than anything else.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. I don't know if I will want to do it over and over and over again. But it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
How about you?
We'll see. Thinking right now, I don't want to do it again. Maybe a different trip.
Yeah, well, we're not doing it right now.
Well, no, I just mean like right now I'm never doing that again. But maybe on a different trip, we'll do it again.
I'm sweating. I like sweat through my shirt.
Yeah.
That's how much anxiety I have getting on this attraction. Even as I'm sitting down, I was like, are you for real right now? Like my brain was like, what is my body doing? Like, why are you going? Why are you sitting down? And then the lap bar, like I was like just like one size too big to get it to like clamp down on like the one notch closer.
Yeah, one more click
I was
down.
like, oh, I'm just gonna fly right out. That's great. My biggest fear is like flying out of the top.
Yeah.
But no, physics obviously would not allow you to fly out of the top. But
right. The other thing about the ride is that the theming is great throughout, and the queue is fantastic. So much to look at.
I feel like I was having the Rise of the Resistance effect, where I was so afraid the entire time that I didn't pay attention to like the queue or anything like that. If I were to go on it a second time, I feel like because I know what to expect, I'd enjoy the overall experience more.
But to be fair, we were pretty much just walking straight through the queue the whole time.
It said it was a 20-minute wait. I think we waited maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, and the line, it still is right now. I can see it over there. It's all the way back past Nemo the musical, So,
yeah.
It wasn't bad. It's not bad at all.
Not bad at all. Well, it was a little...
Well, I mean, the
not
ride.
Bad at all.
The ride, yeah. I'm saying the wait.
Oh, yeah, the wait was not
bad.
Let's just stand up for a second.
Anyway, so we just had Timon and Rafiki come by, do their little dance there.
Yeah, it was great.
It was awesome.
They're cute.
But yes, so that is done now for the day. We were just saying it's great. We don't have to worry about if we're going to do that or not for the rest
it's not
of
gonna
the
be
day.
hanging over us. And we accomplished it. When it was over, I screamed.
Yeah, both of us, we screamed and we applauded and we got the whole train clapping. And
Did we?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, just happy it's done.
Right now we're sitting where Rivers of Light used to be.
Right.
So this is like a little, well, I wouldn't call it a relaxation station anymore since you don't have to wear your mask all the time.
Right.
But yeah, it's a perfect place to kind of get away, and if you need to relax after riding, this is a great place.
Yeah. Of course, there's no shade, but
Yeah,
still,
that's true.
it's good to get away from the crowds.
Yeah.
So now we are just trying to plan out the rest of our day here. I think we are going to go attempt to ride Flight of Passage, which has an hour wait for now.
And then we're gonna get in line for Festival of the Lion King. Even if we miss the 12:30 show, I want to be in line to make sure we at least get into a show.
Yeah.
So as long as I'm in the 1:30,
That's
or
like
if I have to get in the 2:30, I don't care if I'm waiting there all day. If I don't do nothing else, I need to see Festival of the Lion
Yeah, that's the whole point of today, really, honestly. It's the Festival of the Lion King. You know, got my Tumble Monkey shirt on. I don't know if I showcased that. Yeah.
Yep.
But, I mean, they won't be there, but still.
Yeah. All right, so let's get going.
Yeah.
Because we got a lot we want to accomplish before
All right.
we have to head back. So.
Catch you in a bit.
We're officially in the queue for Lion King.
Yeah, some plan changes here and there.
Yeah. This is where we are in the queue, all the way down by the bridge for Pandora.
It stretches back a good distance
it stretches
Pandora.
back even further. We actually moved up a little bit, but there it is up there. So, I don't know.
Yeah, so we are, fingers crossed, we are definitely probably not making it into the 12:30. So fingers crossed there's enough room for us for 1:30, and
the latest we could do is 2:30, so
yeah.
I hope that we get into at least one of them.
Right.
We are here today to welcome you one and all to a celebration of Festival of the Lion King. Welcome to our world. Oh, in this land, we welcome to our world. Caribou. Welcome. It is time. And now, I present to you His Majesty, the Lion King.
Welcome, everyone. It's me, Simba. You've all picked a very special day to visit. You see, today, we've come to town for a big celebration, and you, my friends, are invited to join in the fun. Let the procession begin!
a moment here. The show can begin. Hey, what are you doing? Slow down, slow down. I'm supposed to be center stage. Who's driving this thing?
Simone! Glad you can make it! We can't have a celebration without you! Don't worry, friends. You'll get the time in the spotlight!
Oh, hello!
Hello, Pumbaa!
Look at me! I'm in a parade!
And you're looking good! Love you, Pumbaa!
What arms rule?
I just can't wait to
Hi, everybody. Hey, Pumbaa, Timon.
Look, everyone, it's the Lion King! Welcome, Simba, you're right on time!
Hey, guys. It looks like we're all here. Let's go.
Let's hear the herd on the wing! On the wing! I just can't
Here I come! Big star coming through! Big head on a mission here! It's showtime! Alright, now move aside! That's it up! Let's settle down! For the last time! I want quiet! Thank you. Maestro, if you please. Hakuna Matata! Ain't no passing craze! Hey, Popo, what are you doing over there? My little legs can't make it down off this float! Oh, gee, that's too bad. Guess I gotta do a solo! Hakuna Matata! Ain't no passing craze! It's a problem-free philosophy! Hakuna Matata! Hey, Maestro, what's with the music?
No video powers of intention, or as wet as a warthog's backside. My words are a matter of pride. The nights when I'm called on upstairs, even you can be caught unawares. Be prepared for sensational news, and where we feature, just listen to teacher. And injustice, there is justice there. Be prepared. So prepare for the crew of the century. Meticulous planning, tenacity spanning, begin on my friends, is a time for joyous celebration. For when all things exist in balance, it is then we are all connected in a great circle, the circle of life.
Take a high on the planet. There's more to see than can ever be seen. There's far too much to take in here. But the sun rolling high through the sapphire sky, the circle of life. Through despair and hope, till we find our place in the circle of life.
And now, everybody, it's time to kick off our celebration finale.
Sounds great, Simba.
Let's have a party!
You heard him, everyone. Here we go.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight. For the rest of your days, Hakuna Matata.
Of the century, meticulous planning, tenacity spanning, respected saluted, a chief and ambitions are there, be prepared. Over the broken sea, it's gonna be a super awesome thing, yeah. No, I just can't wait to be king. Oh,
It's the circle of life. Through despair and hope, till we find a king.
and it moves us all. Till we find our place.
Okay, so we saw Festival of the Lion King,
Yep.
and it was pure emotional bliss, honestly. So,
I ugly cried the entire, I'm not even exaggerating when I say ugly cried the entire show. My mask was dripping wet.
oh my gosh. You
You
could
know,
see the
but-
tears coming out from under our masks.
And everyone in the show, we got in right under the
Yeah.
12:30.
And somehow, when we got in, the seats that they put us in were these 2 seats right up front.
Right. So like we were right on the floor basically.
Yeah.
So that was great. So then the performers are like staring at me like sobbing.
Yeah. Well, I think
I was like, no, I'm having a great time, I promise.
you know, contributed to them having a good time.
Are you sure?
You know, I think so,
Oh,
because they
so
like
watching-
seeing that we have emotion about what they're doing.
Watching
Yeah.
me
Yes.
cry
Yes.
like a baby was inspiring. Gosh.
So, but it was fantastic. I mean, so the way the show is being done right now, the performers can't necessarily be like right next to each other because of COVID times. So, you know, the whole bird act where they used to like intertwine and everything, you know, they have a different dance where they kind of dance across from each other. The tumble monkeys aren't there because obviously they'd be, you know, doing handstands and stuff with one another.
That's my favorite part.
I know. But the show is still
But
fantastic.
besides that, it's the same songs.
Same
They still have
songs.
the fire guy.
Still Fire Guy, yeah.
Fire guy.
Yeah.
And
The singing is
they
fantastic.
had the dancing. All of it.
Dancing, the whole thing, interacting with the audience.
There's no more like singing along. But
Right.
you do like clapping or hand motions.
Yeah, they don't have you singing Hakuna Matata or making the animal noises. But that, I mean, that, you know, just
That's
to be
fine.
safe right now. And it's okay. It's still a great show.
Yeah.
So we were so happy with
it. was great, but you do need to line up super early. So we went for the 12:30 show. We got in line, I think, at 11:45, which almost wasn't enough. Like,
Right.
we were literally the last people to get it.
There were
So-
many times when someone came down our queue and were telling us and people in front of us, you're going to be part of the 1:30 show, not the 12:30 show. And then as we got closer and people were settling into seats in the actual theater, they then went back to the queue and were pulling people small groups at a time.
Yeah.
And they asked us, and we're only 2 people, they might ask you if you were able to separate.
Yeah, if you're willing to separate your group. And
Yeah.
we were like,
it's just 2
"No."
of us, please.
And so then they talked in their microphone. They're like, oh, we have a group of 2 not willing to separate. And we were like, oh, sorry. But it was fine. You know
Yeah,
what
it
I
all
mean?
kind of
Fine.
worked out.
So yeah, so get there early if you're hoping to catch the show.
Yeah. All in all, still such a fantastic show, and we're so happy to see it after such a long time.
Yeah. So highly recommend. Definitely see it.
Yeah. So right now we are in line for Flight of Passage. As I said before, we kind of shifted and shuffled some things around just to make sure we could make time to go see that show.
Right, and we were expecting to get in for the 1:30, so we actually have like an extra hour
Yeah.
of time now.
So here we are in line. It's supposed to only be a 50-minute wait. Where we started, we already basically got into where the normal queue is.
Yeah,
So
it is moving.
it's moving for now, so it hopefully won't even actually be that long. So we'll see you afterwards.
later.
Yeah. Bye. Alright, so that is it for our Animal Kingdom Day, our final day of the trip. Pretty sad, but we did end it with a Flight of Passage and then Dinosaur.
We did.
You know, so
The only thing we missed out on was Kilimanjaro Safari. but-
right, it would have been very long.
Yeah,
ride
and,
so.
They'll give us something to do when we come back.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you are interested in seeing more videos like this. And until next time, keep
on wishing.
All right, we'll check in. Oh God, it's there now.
Yep, there's a little gecko right there.
Don't like that. Bye. No, don't put your hand. What if it bites you? All right, I thought I was facing the camera toward you, but I wasn't. No, okay, stop. Okay, anyway. Bye.